drama outside the AAP headquarters, where I am in fact right now, as far as the AAP headquarters is concerned, because sloganeering continues right outside the AAP headquarters. I'm just going to get in more visuals of that as well in a few moments from now. But the Delhi police right outside, and also the RAF, in fact they moved in from their positions and are right now detaining a handful of people at least, but the sloganeering continues. This matter, Aishwarya, isn't certainly dying down anytime soon. In fact, we have some news just coming in. Let's go straight to that. All right, in fact, we have some details coming in as far as the CBI strategy is concerned. This is the inside scoop on the CBI strategy against Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia. CBI to seek Sisodia's custodial interrogation is what we are learning. CBI to grill on policy changes under Sisodia. What were the policy changes that he oversaw? Sources say that provisions included in the policy later. Also, CBI relying on the statement of the officer. Digital devices verify changes in the draft policy. Pooja is at the Rouse Avenue court getting us more details. Pooja, in fact, even as we're seeing with these dramatic pictures of several detentions coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters right now, give us a sense of what's happening there at the court where Sisodia is to be produced.
Since 2013, since the Aam Aadmi Party took to government in Delhi, this is clearly the biggest setback that the Aam Aadmi Party is facing. Satendra Jain minister, incumbent, already under arrest. Now another incumbent minister serving in the government, Manish Sisodia, one of the most prominent, has also been taken into custody. In just a short while from where I am standing, this is the Rouse Avenue court. This is where he will be produced. We are being told it's very likely that in person that will happen. Just about a few minutes ago, their fellow MLA, Aam Aadmi Party Somnath Bharti, who's also a lawyer, he's also reached there clearly in support of Manish Sisodia. But there are two officially designated lawyers who are already going to represent Manish Sisodia inside. For a quick word, I want to bring in our legal editor, Nalini Sharma, for the latest on that. Nalini, while we take a look of how the security has been tightened, as frame will show you, there are these different layers. Private security guards of the court, Delhi police, CRPF, to ensure all the identity is being checked. Nalini, quickly, how does it stand for Manish Sisodia with a legal standpoint? Does he have a chance, or could the CBI likely get more custody?
Well, Pooja, this is the first time that he'll be produced before the court, and trouble is just starting for Manish Sisodia. Because even if CBI will definitely be able to get some sort of custody for certain days, they'll of course be pushing for the maximum custody because they don't want to waste precious time that they could spend interrogating him, in bringing him to court again and again. So they might ask for at least 10 days custody. Remember, 14 days is the maximum time of police custody that CBI can get, but they might be pushing for as much as they can get at first. But even once this entire tryst with the CBI is done, there is no doubt about the fact that the enforcement directorate that's also investigating this case is also likely to jump in to arrest Manish Sisodia, most likely as soon as either he's sent into judicial custody.
So two agencies, the CBI and the enforcement directorate.
Absolutely.
Now clearly the CBI will want to push for it. What do you think are the grounds usually that an agency will push for an extended custody? He's a serving minister. He's one of the most prominent. He's in jail means a lot of Delhi government work is currently stalled. And Kejriwal is upping the ante, calling it political vendetta, that they are deliberately, the BJP is deliberately targeting. But how will the agency, do you think, have the strategy to ask for an extended custody?
So, Pooja, we've spoken to some of the legal sources close to the CBI, and what we are given to understand is basically the CBI has a two-pronged strategy as of now. The first and the foremost thing that they're going to tell the court is that Manish Sisodia, even though he's been duly appearing before the agency, he's not been cooperating with the investigation. Which means that he's not been forthcoming in giving the answers that the CBI has been asking him about the excise policy. The second and the more important aspect is that Manish Sisodia was the head of the department when this entire excise policy was framed. And the main question that the CBI has is regarding the draft of the excise policy and the changes that were made in the final draft that were not part of the initial draft.
So there were changes that were made. And also, Nalini, I must add to the viewer here why this excise policy has become this alleged huge scam. It was started in 2021, November 2021. By the next year, September 2022, it had to be stalled. So in many ways that raised a question that you introduce a policy of this different change, bring in private lenders, changing the price. Remember, liquor, alcohol gets a lot of revenue for any government, and Delhi government was expecting that. But were there some irregularities? Aam Aadmi Party denies it. The government at the centre jumps in to say, very good, it's now been proven that you're not as righteous. Now, as Nalini and I continue to bring you the latest, a quick check for you about what does the Rouse Avenue Court look like right now. So you can see these security personnel have been deployed, and I can tell you, it's every time someone passes through, only if there's a lawyer, a media personnel with an identity card or a reason to go inside are being allowed. If you are a political party worker, they're not being allowed to gather just yet.